question, of course we will. I know that Binance wants 200,000 holders. Yeah, and we won't pressure them. I mean, I guarantee they'll probably list us before we get to 200,000 holders, just from the amount of attention and volume that we're getting. Because realistically, in the DeFi space, I can't think of any other projects that have as much potential. And this is not knocking any other projects. I'm sure there's plenty of great ones out there, but the potential, the use case, the volume, the community, all these things are not gone unnoticed in a lot of these platforms. Like, they have people specifically that keep an eye out for hidden gems such as this one, because they want to list them first, because they want to get a piece of that volume. They want to get a piece of those transactions. That's how these companies, they make money. Binance and KuCoin, they're not in it. They're not pro bono. These are major corporations that make a ton of money. Every time you do a trade or a swap or withdrawal or a deposit on these platforms, they're making money hand over fist. So of course they want to have volume. Of course they want to have, the next big token, the Dogecoin of January 21. Saitama will dominate the space for the rest of the year and continue to do so for 2022. So they're going to want a piece. It's just a matter of when.
Most definitely. And I wanted to ask you, how does it feel to lead such a strong community like the Saitama Wolfpack?
It's great. I mean, it's an honor, honestly. I have a lot of you guys know I have a pretty extensive military background too. So, I'm not unfamiliar, with leading from the front, and it's something that I hold near and dear and passionate about. And I feel honored, of course, to have the support that we receive, like the ongoing support from the community, just everything, the positivity. I don't think I've really seen anybody in the community have a negative approach to anything. It's always nothing but positive interaction. Even when we, delayed on launching the website for a few days, I didn't get any, grief about that. Like, oh, you guys said it was going to be Wednesday and now it's Thursday and it's still not out. It's like, and a lot of that has to do with our transparency and keeping, the public and our community up to date in what we're doing, and, and being fully transparent with everything that we're doing. So there's no hidden agenda. There's no sketchy stuff going on behind the scenes. Everybody, I'm sure you guys know that, what we're doing is voluntarily. And even though we're a corporate structured company, and I'm not receiving a paycheck, nobody's getting paid. We're still all doing this voluntarily, just like we have been from day one. So it really is the community that makes a difference, and it's I'm just glad to be a part of it, to be honest with you.
Most definitely. And where do you see Saitama like 1 year from now? What do you see for you guys?
Honestly, I think that we will be a top 5 currency in the crypto exchange in the next year. So September 22. I wouldn't be surprised if we were top 5 on every platform, crypto.com, all these different platforms, CMC, all these things will be a top 5, not only in holders, but also in volume. And the reason I can say that in confidence is because of what we're creating, the partnerships we're establishing, the vision of this project, the vision of the company, and where we want to be. So I have an idea where we're going, and I know where I want to end up. And if we can even do a fraction of that, then we can be a top 5 cryptocurrency easily. I think our vision is very unique to any others that I've ever seen. And I feel like where a lot of other coins, I don't want to say fail because there's many successful projects out there, but where they lack is in vision. They are very narrow-minded in the point where they say, we're a cryptocurrency, that's all we're going to do. We're going to trade on, our goal is to get listed on Binance or Coinbase, and then we're done. We might add some incentive. We might create blockchain, or we might do this or that, which is all good and great. But why stop there? Why are you limiting yourself to such small events? There's a whole world of opportunity out there for crypto. You just have to take a hold of it. You have to find your niche. You have to be able to grab an opportunity when it's available to you. And you can't just sit back and wait for it to come to you either. You need to be proactive and find that opportunity, make those connections, get in the niche you need to, talk to the right people. It's like having this amazing technology in your basement, and you created it as a kid, and you know it would take over and revolutionize the tech world, but you can't get it in front of anybody's face because you're not trying. You're not pushing it. You're not getting it out there to let these people see what you've done, for them to say, you know what, this is a great idea. Why didn't you bring this to us 10 years ago? Now it's already been discovered. Now it's already been done. Now it's irrelevant. But if you would have brought this to us 10 years ago, we'd be having a whole different conversation. So the way that crypto is right now is we are at the precipice of this. We're at the very beginning of a new industry aligning for crypto on a global scale. So now we have that tech in that garage, and we're shoving it in people's faces. Like, here it is, take it. It's going to revolutionize the game. Get involved. How can we incorporate what we're doing with your business? How can we get involved and, in your point of sale system? How can we get cryptocurrency involved in your company where you want to be? Because everybody, believe it or not, wants to get involved in crypto. They just are afraid, and they don't know how. They don't know where to start. They don't know who to talk to. Even with these bigger name celebrities and people that I speak to on a daily basis. So, I've been looking to get into crypto, but I really don't know who to talk to. What are they going to do? They're going to put it on Twitter so they can get hijacked by 500,000 people saying, invest in this token, invest in this token. Like, that's not the approach they're looking for. They're just genuinely wanting to get involved, but they want to get involved in a project that they can really, truly get behind and understand and get to know the people that are working the project. And I'm on Zoom calls nonstop every day, showing face, promoting the Saitama name, but not from a salesman aspect, but as an educator, educating people on what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what our vision is, and wanting to bring these people on board to be a part of that, and not just an investor, not just a heavy wallet, but as a partnership, as a collaborator. Hey, this is what we're doing. Get on board. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I think that's amazing because a lot of the people in the crypto space really just want to promote their token and get a quick buck. But I can tell you and the whole team is really in it for the long run and in it for the community. And you want to keep growing. You don't want to just get to a milestone and then stop. There's always room to grow, always room to improve.
Yeah, absolutely. And I use it as an example all the time because, especially in technology and how fast it grows, and the cryptoverse, how fast crypto has adapted in the last 6 months. If you're not evolving with the times, you are going to become irrelevant. So when we drop our wallet, we're not going to stop there, right? Because we don't want to become irrelevant. The tech that we're creating and we're going to implement is amazing, of course. But that's not the end of it. That'll be version 1. We'll create version 2 the next day. So if we launch version 1 Saturday in the MGM in Vegas, that Monday, I guarantee you that myself and the rest of the team will be back on the drawing board looking at how we can integrate version 2 and what we're going to be implementing in it. Do we want to elaborate on our gaming platform? Do we want to integrate the state of social and make it a different experience? Do we want to, create more partnerships and bring on more, businesses to be a part of the State of Wallet, and more investors, more, extend our reach? So that's how you stay relevant in this, in business in general, but of course in crypto and technology. You've got to keep moving, and you got to stay relevant, because you'll just get dismissed. And that's what amazes me to this point now, like with MetaMask and some of these other platforms. How have you not changed your platform, in all these years, Trust Wallet and all these, like, how have you not adapted? How have you not found a resolution to these issues. Like, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? But again, people use it because what else are you going to do? You're
Right.
going to convert to another platform that's just as crappy. So, and integrating, the Saitamask and doing all these things, giving people an option, to have a better uh, option, a better platform, a better place to trade safely, a better place to do everything you want to do with your NFTs and your marketplace and your games and all that stuff. Why, swap back and forth from all these different applications and you're going to have it all in one spot.
Most definitely. Someone is asking, are we going to be able to migrate all our Coinbase wallet or just wallet in general into Saitamask?
Yeah, so if you don't have a wallet, you can create one just like you would on Coinbase. It'll give you a seed phrase, it'll give you an ERC and a BSC code for it. Or you can move all your stuff over just by importing your seed phrase. So when you have a seed